Well. GM. G. To the M. Great morning, my friends. DJs, Diamond Hand fam, Forge and Fuel crew. Excuse me as I have something in my eye. Super soldiers, one percenters, pivoters, pioneers, pursuers, builders, brothers and sisters, hermanos y hermanas. Hermanas, mamas y papas, anyone I may have left out and anyone in between. We keep it moving and grooving and that shit is out of my eye. Welcome back. Maybe not. And welcome into episode 671 of Forge and Fuel. There it is. That's what I was looking for. My friends, I am your humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton Capp Swirl One. And I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with me and my guys, and dive down some motivational and inspirational rabbit holes unlike any other. Now, let me be the first to tell you that we got one hell of a show on tap for you on this terrific Tuesday morning. It is February the 18th, 2025, if you haven't checked your calendar yet today. And I hope you're ready to come alive because we got more inspiration, more motivation, more good vibrations, and more high-level conversation than you're going to know what to do with over the course of the next hour to hour and a half or so, baby. But before we dive into episode 671, we must humbly ask you to do a few things. Maybe, if you can find it in that big old heart of yours to do so, and you could take just a few quick moments, maybe you could do us a few favors this morning. Potentially, you could find it in that big old heart of yours, too. Smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting the Forge of Fuel podcast on. If you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell located directly next to that subscribe button so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping here on the channel. But maybe you're enjoying this program, and if you are, maybe you could also hit a like button located over in that direction somewhere and help that algo go and flow on the tube of the U variety. Maybe you don't enjoy YouTube. Maybe you like watching your programs on Rumble. Maybe that is your viewing platform of pleasure. And if so, maybe you could think about smashing a subscribe button. Maybe turning on a notification bell. And maybe if you're enjoying the program over there, maybe even smashing a like button as well and helping that algo go and flow on the Rumble. Or maybe you don't like YouTube, maybe you don't like Rumble, maybe you're a fan of the platform of the truth and what it has evolved and grown into today. So maybe you're over there watching on the X app, baby. And if that's the case, you're tuning in live in prime time over there on X, maybe you take a quick moment to smash that heart button. Maybe hit the hell out of that repost button. Even crush that quote post button and let the people know on the X timeline why you've decided to tune in live in prime time to Forge and Fuel this morning. And last, but certainly not least, my friends, if you are listening to this podcast on your favorite podcast directory, maybe you could take a quick moment to hit a follow, a subscribe, leave us a 5-star rating if you are listening or potentially watching over there on Apple, Amazon, or maybe even Spotify, because it only helps us continue to grow and flow on all those platforms as well. As for all you beautiful human beings tapped into the Locked In live in prime time, we can't thank you enough for starting your day the right way here at Forge and Fuel, baby, and smashing the shit out of those buttons and getting us going and flowing in the algo today. But maybe you haven't hit those buttons yet. Maybe you're just sitting here staring at my pretty face and saying, why do I gotta smash those buttons up in his place? I just came for a little motivation and inspiration. That ain't my job. Well, contrary to popular belief, maybe it is your job. You know, maybe this is my job right here, starting your day the right way. And all you got to do for me in return is just hit that subscribe. Smash those buttons I told you about. And maybe just don't be rude. Because maybe this show trips a trigger. Maybe this show makes you laugh. Maybe this show makes you cry. Maybe this show makes you think. Maybe this show makes you go, I ain't ever thought of it that way before. That's some pretty good perspective. Well, if so, don't be a hoe, share the show, be a friend, tell a friend, let somebody know, and we will proceed with this morning's program. Excuse me, my friends. Here we are back live in prime time. It is me, the one, the only, Colton C-A-P-P Sroka. And I'm the only one you got on your screen today. That's right, my friends. We'll get that cart in front of the horse. No Swirl One today. He is getting on a tin can to go complete a mission in some foreign land. He is going to be traveling like a son of a gun this week. So just a little update as I fix my camera, get everything set, ready to rock and roll here. Ooh, yeah, now we're feeling good. All right. So Swirl One will be traveling the majority of the week. He may be back tomorrow. Definitely not Thursday and probably not Friday. We'll see what all happens. He is just making moves out in the great nation of the United States of America. So we wish safe travel plans to DJ Swirl One, and we will see him when he's back on the show, whatever day that might be. So shout out to you, DJ Swirl One, if you're out there somewhere tuning in right now. Shout out to all you beautiful human beings tapped in, tuned in, locked in live in prime time, starting your day here the right way. Already here, 10 minutes after the top of the hour, baby. And I'm ready to get on into it. I'm ready to get this proverbial show train steaming on down the tracks of change, on the way towards Perspective Station. Now, if you don't know, you won't know, but we begin this show a very specific way. But before we begin it that way, I got to tell you why you've heard some sounds. You've heard some noises. You've heard some glass breaking, some woos, some screaming, some all types of different things happening this morning. You might be saying, how is that possible? Where is that coming from? Well, that's coming from the green room. That must mean our guy, DWEZYY, Derek Snow, is live in the building. Shout out, DZ.
Lightweight, baby!
The lightweight slinging, iron pumping, bowling ball, bench pressing. Shout out to the one and only DWEZYY. Looks like you feel a little bit better this morning, my guy. A little less sickly than yesterday. Who's to say, who's to know? A little slowly but surely, we crawling back. Who's to say, who's to know? I was fucking telling everybody, keep the fuck away from me in the gym yesterday. I said, stay back. Stay back, foul beast. I wasn't having none of it yesterday. I seen a couple of people in there. They look a little sickly. I said, oh, I'm wiping down that machine. I'm staying far away from it. You better, ooh, no way. Had me almost wanting to put on a mask yesterday. I tell you what, but I ain't ever going back into that bullshit. So I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. Maybe I'm just crossing my fingers that this thing's going around. I got the first iteration of it. You guys know a couple months back where I just wasn't really feeling myself. I wasn't hopping and popping. I was still on the show. I guess it was beginning of the year. And I wasn't really there. I think that's what it was. So I think I already made it through. Who's to say, who's to know? That's just what I'm speaking into existence. And anybody out there dealing with a little bit of sickness, hey, T's and P's to you. Make it through one time for the one time. Hope you start feeling good. And maybe this show can be a little something that helps you feel a little bit better today. So let's start that sucker, if you will. Proverbial chicken sucker. Who's to say, who's to know? As we get into the opening of this show, we begin a very specific way. If you don't know, you won't know. But we like to laugh around this show. We like to start off with a couple of chuckles. We like to get a little belly laugh going. A regular old knee slapper or two. You know, we don't like to be all serious around here. We don't like to button it all up and act like we're all hot and bothering and important and this and nah. We're regular humming beans too. And we like to laugh because, you know, it seems that not a lot of people like to laugh anymore. It seems that not a lot of people can take a doggone joke. It seems that a lot of people sure got a bunch of feelings.
Wait, what?
Oh, you hurt my one little last feeling I had left. Well, ain't ever going to happen around here because we're going to laugh at Yoki Yokes. And this morning we got two Yoki Yokes coming at you right away in Vidya form, baby. Yoke number one, or funny Vidya number one, however you'd like to look at it, is live from a place that many gentlemen love, the barber shop. Yes, that's right. And me and Swirl One were actually talking about the barbershop yesterday on this show. And this is what tripped my trigger to bring this right here. I saw it on the timeline yesterday. It was like, wow, if this isn't what I need to bring to kick off the show tomorrow. So my friends, you know, sometimes for you get your hair chopped up, or after you get your hair chopped up, you know, you get in that little seat and they set you back like this, you know, they put you back like this and then they hit you with that water, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, right. And they get you all looking straight and all them scraggly hairs off you and you're all looking good. Mainly they do it at a salon, but sometimes they do it at a barbershop, all right? Sometimes they got it over there. Get you looking fresh, crispy, clean. You get your hair cut, you go right to the club. Now, sometimes that old barber gets a little willy-nilly with that water. So this morning, my friends, we're going to watch live in prime time a barber baptism.
Not too hot?
Nah, that's perfect. Damn. Well, you're going a little down. Just stay up there a little bit. Just stay up.
Stay up.
Y'all just go. Stay
I'm trying
up.
to get the hose going.
Stay in my hair. My hairline.
I'm trying to get the hose going.
Trey, what the fuck are you doing?
In Jesus' name.
Did you try to baptize me?
Look at his face.
Not too hot.
Run it, Jesus. This is
Going a little down. Just stay up there a little bit.
Stay up. You go a little down.
Just stay up.
Stay up.
Y'all just go.
I'm
Stay
trying
up.
to get the hose on.
Stay in my hair.
I'm
My
trying
hairline.
to get the hose on.
Trey. What the fuck are you doing?
In Jesus' name.
Did you try to baptize me?
Trey, I can't.
Bruh.
I'm sorry to put that young man on blast here on the show live in prime time. Oh boy, whew. There's a barber baptism for you kids. Who's to say, who's to know? You ever start feeling that water trickle down a little bit, you better just reach up and grab that wrist. You probably got your eyes closed and the camera in your face, and you're going to be put on TikTok. So you better just keep alert. 10 and 2 on the old barbershop wheel. Every time, you sit down in that chair, you just, okay, lock it, or else you might end up on TikTok yourself. Who's to say, who's to know? But my friends, there's laugh number one. How about another laugh? And this here this features a legendary man, a very funny man, a man who took the internet by storm a few years back and has not turned around since. He goes by the name of Michael Blackson, and he's here this morning to explain to us how he found out that he is darker than night.
No clue I was dark skinned until I got here. I got to America and I met some people and I'm like, he said, you black? I said, of course we are black. He said, no, you black as shit. I said, what the fuck you mean? One guy told me I look like under the bed.
Oh no.
Yo, have you looked under the bed? It's dark as fuck under the bed. They told me I look like I have no bright ideas. They said the difference between me and midnight is 11:59.
Shut up, man.
They said when God said let there be light, I was out of town. They told me I have to wear white gloves before I eat chocolate, so I don't bite my fucking fingers.
Not like this.
They told me every time I take a shit, I think my dick fell off.
Not like this.
Somebody told me Stevie Wonder. They told me Stevie Wonder sees me every day. That's dark as fuck. That motherfucker don't see shit.
Stop!
Bruh.
Stop! Oh shit! Oh shit! He said when God said let there be light, they told me I was out of town.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, it's only jokes. Just laugh, kids. Just laugh. It's only jokes. It's only jokes. Woo! Holy shit. Well, there, my friends. Is your 2 morning laughs. Your barber baptism and Michael Blackson explaining how he found out that he is absolutely darker than night. He said, what you mean? We all black. No, you're black as shit. You look like under the bed. Hey, look, I'm white as milk, all right? They call me the pasty prince. You don't even want to see these thighs right now. I don't give a damn. I look like a bowl of milk. You think I'm worried about it right now? Come on. Whoo! Well, there's your morning laughs, my friends. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope it got you going. Hope it tickled your funny bone. Hope it got a nice little smile on your face. And maybe it just checked off that first box on the list and we got you laughing for the day. Because, we like to laugh, cry, and think around here. And if we can accomplish all 3 of those things, then we've had us a full day. So we're 1/3 of the way to having a full day before 9 o'clock on the East Coast, baby. So without further ado, my friends, it appears to me, as I hope to you, that it's time to get into the first official segment of the day. It's time to do a little sharpening of that mindset, to do a little filing down of the old battle weapon that we used on the battlefield yesterday. Maybe you slayed and filleted that magnificent Monday, but now you look at that weapon and it's a little chipped and dull, and you need to get that blade back on the sharpener to get it nice and a straight edge on both sides, ready to slay and fillet again on this terrific Tuesday as we unquiver the first arrow of the morning and we get ready to shoot it your way as it's time for the first segment of the day, your Sharpening Session. Those are funny. I don't care who you are. Woo! Here we are, my friends, back live at prime time. Episode 671 of Forge and Fuel here on this terrific Tuesday morning, February the 18th, 2025. And I hope you're ready to continue coming alive because we got plenty of vibes coming your way, plenty of thoughts, perspectives, and insights, baby. And this is the time of the show where we get into a little bit of mindset. We get into an opening topic. We discuss it a little bit and we share some insights that maybe you ain't ever thought of before. So maybe you didn't check the title of the show. Maybe you don't know where we're about to go. Maybe you didn't see the thumbnail of the day. But before I tell you where we're going, baby, I must tell you to pull out a piece of notebook paper. Maybe multiple pieces of notebook paper. Maybe a pen or a pencil. If you're a mistake-prone human being, hey, no judgment over here. I just don't want you to be scribbling all over that page, you know. Maybe an 8x10 and a bigger pen. I don't know. Maybe a piece of parchment and a feathery quill. Maybe a Sharpie and a piece of scratch paper. Whatever you need to keep track of the knowledge and insights coming your way as we get into the opening topic of the day. Keep me in the moment. Keep me in the moment. And this morning, my friends, I wanted to share something with you that has gotten me through some of the darkest, worst, challenging, trialing, tumultuous, shittiest, darkest, nastiest, terriblest, worstest times of my life. And you know, I hadn't listened to it in a while. And I turned it on just the other day, and it overcame me with emotion. And I thought, wow, yeah, I got to bring this to the show. So I said I listened to it. What am I talking about? Well, this morning, my friends, I wanted to share a song with you guys that maybe you have or you haven't heard. But it is entitled Keep Me in the Moment by Jeremy Camp. And if you don't know who Jeremy Camp is, he is a Christian songwriter. And he is more of the kind of poppy, rocky style, less of the old school hymn, chorus type of deal. He's more of the new school Christian music, right? And I won't lie, I'm not a big fan of Christian music because it just there's a lot of repeats, a lot of stuff over and over. But there are some songs that just move me to the core. This is one of them. Mighty to Save is another one of them. And this song has gotten me through some of the worst times in my life. And most of the time when I put it on, I end up falling flat on my face, bawling my eyes out, asking God for help, throwing my hands up high in the sky and saying, here I am, send me. And you know, I played it the other day and I realized I was in the best spot I'd ever been in my life while I was listening to the song. Now, the trials and tribulations, the fears, the doubts, the worries, the anxieties, they're all at an all-time high. But I've also never been more in tune with my purpose and my passion. I've never been more in tune with what my Creator wants from me. And as I heard these words this most recent time, I thought, whew, I'm finally living those words. I'm not asking for those words to be given to me. I'm finally living them. And instead of tears of sorrow or sadness that my life was in shambles, now I had tears of joy. And I thought, well, maybe I can just share this song and maybe it impacts somebody in the same way. Maybe they're in that moment. Maybe they're in that moment where they need to hear this and they need this change to be brought into their life. Or maybe they've made it up to that mountain and they haven't taken a moment to go back and reflect just how far they've climbed. And maybe these lyrics help you remember that this morning. So my friends, this here is Keep Me in the Moment by Jeremy Camp. Excuse me. Verse 1 goes, I've been thinking about time and where does it go? How can I stop my life from passing me by? I don't know. I've been thinking about family, how it's going too fast. will I wake up one morning just wishing that I could go back? I've been thinking about lately, maybe I could make a change, and then it could change me. So with all of my heart, this is my prayer. And then it goes into the chorus. Singing, "Oh Lord, keep me in the moment. Help me live with my eyes wide open, because I don't want to miss what you have for me." Singing, "Oh Lord, show me what matters. Throw away what I'm chasing after, because I don't want to miss what you have for me. Keep me in the moment. Oh, keep me in the moment. Keep me in the moment, because I don't want to miss what you have for me." Verse 2. When I wake up in the morning, Lord, touch my heart. Don't let me stray. I just want to stay where you are. All I got is this one shot, one try, one go around in this beautiful life. Nothing is wasted when everything's placed in your hands. He goes back to the chorus, singing, "Oh Lord, keep me in the moment. Help me live with my eyes wide open, because I don't want to miss what you have for me." Singing, "Oh Lord, show me what matters. Throw away what I'm chasing after, because I don't want to miss what you have for me. Keep me in the moment. Oh, keep me in the moment. Keep me in the moment, because I don't want to miss what you have for me." The bridge and the final chorus. I've been thinking about heaven and the promise you hold. So it's all eyes on you until the day you call me home. Singing, "Oh Lord, keep me in the moment. Help me live with my eyes wide open, because I don't want to miss what you have for me." Singing, "Oh Lord, show me what matters. Throw away what I'm chasing after, because I don't want to miss what you have for me. Keep me in the moment. Oh, keep me in the moment. Keep me in the moment, because I don't want to miss what you have for me. Oh, keep me in the moment. Keep me in the moment, because I don't want to miss what you have for me." And that's "Keep Me in the Moment" by Jeremy Camp. I'm sure you could tell it was definitely impacting me. I could hear the song as I was saying it, trying not to get choked up, because it's just so powerful. And I'll probably share this song in the Gateway as well. And if you, let me get a sip of water. Stop clearing my damn throat. That's better. Used to having a co-host I can kick it over to. So I'll share it, and obviously you can go and listen to this on your own time too. But, think about that first verse and everything we talk about. I've been thinking about time and where does it go? How can I stop my life from passing me by? I don't know. We talked about it yesterday. You're not behind. Your story's not anybody else. You can't be behind. Time doesn't give a fuck about clocks until they stop. You're worried about things for no reason. Life's passing you by because you're not doing anything. Because you're not crossing T's, dotting I's. You're not becoming the best version of you. Life seems like it's zooming by, days going by like a blink of an eye, because you're not getting that 1% better. If you were in the present moment, pushing your toes into the ground, life would not be passing you by. He starts off by posing that question, how can I stop this life from passing me by? It's going so fast. Then he starts to think about his family. Man, they're going so fast too. I was just a kid yesterday. Now I'm 29 years old. I'm 30 plus years old. What the hell's going on? Will I wake up one morning wishing I could go back? Am I making those calls? Am I reaching out? Am I having those dinners? Am I having those lunches? Am I creating those relationships with the people that I love? Or will I wake up one morning when they're gone and say, damn, I wish I could go back. I wish I could make those change. Or am I living the best version of me right now and fulfilling my duty as the other side of the relationship to my fullest potential in every area and aspect and avenue of my life? And then he goes on, I've been thinking about lately, maybe I could make a change. Maybe all this life passing me by and family getting so old, and man, I'm looking back thinking, wringing my hands, oh no, I coulda, shoulda, woulda. Maybe I could make a change. And maybe if I make a change, maybe that change changes me. Maybe it changes my whole entire life, but I can't change on my own. So you know what? I release control of this life. God, here I am. I don't know what I'm even saying, but God, here I am. And he says, I'm singing praise, worship. I don't know, but I'm going to worship you. Oh Lord, keep me in the moment. One moment at a time. Where do you think that came from? This right here. One moment at a time. Keep me in the moments. Help me live with my eyes wide open in this present moment, seeing every opportunity, every chance, every trial ability to turn into a triumph, every failure ability to turn into another chance to flourish. Help me see the truth in this life. Help me to see my purpose and my passion. And in this moment is the only moment that I can see everything, because the past is only a vision of my imagination. The present is the equal vision of my imagination. The only thing that I can see with my current open ohos is this present moment. Keep me in it, because God, I don't want to miss what you got for me. You had stuff for me in the past, and maybe I didn't handle it as well as I should have. Maybe I wasn't the best version of me. Maybe I needed to change. Now here I am. Here I am. Send me. I don't want to miss it anymore. Keep me out of the future, because I know that only brings worry and anxiety and depression and keep me right here with you. And he says, show me what matters. Show me what matters. Throw away what I'm chasing after, because I don't want to miss what you have for me. Show me what matters. Throw away the things I'm chasing after. Wow. When's the last time you said that? Am I chasing the right things? Is this all just for worldly gain and for my worldly fame? And am I doing this because this actually matters? Am I doing this for change? Am I doing this for purpose? Am I doing this to help others grow as well? Am I doing this to be the light in the world, or am I just adding darkness into the bullshit? For instance, video I made yesterday, right? Woman pops up on the screen wearing a skimpy little Spidey outfit, some lingerie, and then I hop up on the screen. Oh, my Spidey senses are tingling. Come here, baby. That's funny. I could have done, I put on some clothes, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Why not be funny? Why not give somebody a mental vacation? Why add more bullshit into this life? Show me what matters. Making people laugh, cry, and think is what matters to me. That's what I try and do with every single one of my pieces of content. Make you laugh, make you cry, make you think. And I know I can't accomplish anything. All I can do is take action. I know he's got my plans figured out. I know he's got my path handled. All I can do is keep walking down it and keep my eyes wide open in this present moment. Verse 2, he goes on. Don't let me stray. I just want to stay where you are. How many times have I said that? Are you sitting closer to your problems? Are you sitting closer to the one who can take you to the problem and straight through the problem? Because if your problem seems so damn big, it's because you're sitting closer to your problems instead of the one who can help you see that it's not an obstacle, yet it's an opportunity. It's not your failure, yet a new chance for you to flourish. It is not a trial, a brand new chance at triumph. He's the only one that can help you see that. But if you're sitting closer to this world, all you're going to see is the nonsense. Because all you got is one shot, one try, one go around in this beautiful life. So you're going to spend it hanging out with your problems and in the negativity and the anxiety, or you're going to spend it in the positivity with the one who gave you the chance to be here, who allowed you to win the 400 trillion to 1 lottery. Because I promise if you depend on him, nothing is wasted when it's placed in his hands. My friends, I had a conversation with somebody the other day, and they said, is it hard for you to come up with topics every single day? I said, yeah, kind of is. It definitely is. It's not the easiest thing in the world. Like, yeah, I mean, you got a show every single day, and it's a new motivational topic every day. And, you know, you bring God into the equation and talk about your faith and your belief and all this stuff. Preachers, they only preach one time a week. Preachers, they only have a Sunday sermon. They have the entire week to prepare, and Monday through Saturday, and then they show up one day a week on Sunday. They only do that one day, and they run a whole church. And then you think some of these other motivational speakers, they only show up one event during the week, or maybe they got one podcast appearance. Here we are every single day. And I started to think about that. And I thought, what's the difference? What's the difference between me and those pastors? See, those pastors show up on Sunday because they want your money in the plate. I show up because I want to help remove some of the weight from your life. I want to help you understand that this life ain't got to be so heavy. I want you to understand that I've been there too. I want you to understand that I've been in the deep, dark shits. And even if you're there right now, you can come out shining, smelling like a daisy, beaming bright like a doggone diamond, for crying out loud. I find it funny that these people who have so much time to come up with motivational messages, they're all filled with fluff and nonsense and this and that. I tell you just how it is. I cut straight to the point. I get in the intention of, what do I need to say? What do the people need to hear? And then sometimes I'm just hit with something like this. So I don't know who needs to hear this morning. I don't know who needs this perspective, but I'm glad you heard it. I'm glad it's smacking you in the soul, and I hope you go and apply these things into your life. And better yet, maybe you listen to this song and you feel the power, and then it just takes you to a whole new level. So my friends, to wrap up this sharpening session this morning, I remind you to stay in the present moment. Stay here now. Push your toes into the ground. Keep in the present moment. Live with your eyes wide open. Don't live through the eyes of the past or the vision of the future. Live right here now. Don't miss what you have right now. Because if you can't be grateful for what you have now, what makes you think you're going to be grateful for more in the future? Don't miss what's right here in your lap. Stay in this present moment. Love the present moment. Love your life. Love everything about it. Forget the past. Forget the future. Stay right here now. I promise you, my friends, if you apply this, if you stay in the present moment, you live with those eyes wide open, I promise you, everything you've been thinking about, everything you've been chasing after, you just might realize it was the wrong thing, a little bit of the wrong direction. But if you start applying this, it might just get you right back on the right path. Who's to say, who's to know? But that's my thoughts on Keep Me in the Moment as we open up this morning show. Woo! No bombs, no air horns. Just gonna watch me drink my water. Come on, man. You gotta give me a little something while I'm drinking my fucking water. Come on, man. Half asleep over there this morning. Thanks, Deez. I guess that was boring. I guess Deez was asleep. He didn't like that too much. Who's to say, who's to know? I guess that was a boring opening topic to the show. Sorry, everyone. I didn't mean to bore you to sleep. I'll try and be a little more exciting throughout the rest of the show. Who's to say, who's to know? Shout out all you amazing humming beings live in the chat. I see you guys. Amen for sure. Shout out to you guys, man. I just... I don't ever want to be a preacher. I don't ever want to beat you over the head with sermons and this and that and the third. But I really started thinking about that. Like, what's the difference between me and a preacher? Like, I don't want your money in a plate. I'm just trying to help you remove the weight. Who's to say? Who's to know? But there is Keep Me in the Moment, my friends. Help me live with my eyes wide open because I don't want to miss what you have from me. I would play the song, but we probably would get a content strike. So you're going to have to do that one on your own time. But my friends, there's your opening topic of the show. Some thoughts, some perspectives on staying right here, right now, don't you know? But my friends, that's all I got coming your way for the first segment of the day. But that's not all we got coming your way here for this show. We got plenty more knowledge, plenty more perspective, plenty more insights still yet to come. So without any further hesitation or delay, let's unquiver the second arrow of the day. Knock it up and draw it back, and get ready to watch some clips and gain some more knowledge as we get on the proverbial showboat to surf through the waves of change in your Reaction Refinery. You know, I always wondered why Alex Jones took so many breaks during his show. And it's not because he's got so many things he wants to sell. It's because he's got such a small bladder and he's got to be pissing all the doggone time and getting a sip of water and some coffee. And over here, he's just always fired up. He don't take a break. He's always spitting something. And I'm sitting here thinking, damn, that's how I feel right now. I got to have more breaks. And see, here I am already talking, and I wanted to take a sip of my coffee. You see how this shit happens? It's absolutely insane. When you're an edutainer, the camera comes on, and you just come back alive again, and you forget about everything. You go, ooh, I'm a little thirsty. So, cheers to you. Cheers to me. Hey, we didn't, why not? Better late than never. Hey, cheers to you.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Hey, better late than never. I mean, come on. Wow. That's what I was missing. That's what I was missing right there. Ooh, boy.
Bruh.
Oh, that's quality. Well, my friends, here we are on your second segment of the day, your Reaction Refinery. And we got 4 clips coming your way this morning. So, my friends, once again, without any further hesitation or delay, let's get right on into those bad boys today. The first man joining us here this morning. We're getting joined by some high-level humming beings this morning. No reels today. It is nothing but perspective from other high-level, thought-provoking, thought-stirring, perspective-pushing humming beings. So the first man to join us here this morning hasn't joined us on this show in a while. I've actually been in this man's place of business with many people that I know and love, many people that I care very deeply about. Actually had an opportunity to tour the entire facility, and boy, oh boy, did we get fired up after we did that. Built a lot of connections, a lot of people still doing some good things with their company. Who's to say, who's to know? But this morning, the one and only Andy Frisella joins us to give us a little bit of perspective that we talk about quite often. But man, oh man, he's putting it the only way he can. Andy joining us this morning to give us some perspective on when's it going to be.
I'm sure you told yourself you were going to start on the first. And I'm pretty sure you told yourself again you were going to start on the second. And I'm pretty sure you told yourself you were going to start on the third. And I'm pretty sure you've done this year after year after motherfucking year. When's it going to be? When is it going to be that you are finally not full of shit? Make the fucking change that you need to make. Become the person you need to become. This isn't about losing 20 pounds or 30 pounds or 100 fucking pounds. This is about becoming a person that can control their external environment and make decisions that serve them no matter how hard those decisions might be. And you're still sitting on the fucking bench thinking that you're gonna fix this. Now is the time to fix it. So don't wait another day. Don't wait till Monday. Don't wait another fucking year where you're going to get fatter and broker and more miserable. Start today. And if you don't, you're full of fucking shit.
Real talk. Andy Frisella, man. When's it going to be? So damn true, man. I mean, we're what, February 18th now? And how many people have already given up on those New Year's resolutions? How many people have already packed it in and gone back to where they started and said, fuck that, that's too hard. Talk about things Andy Frisella does 75 hard. How many people you think picked that up and then stopped that shit because they thought it was going to be 75 easy? You know, we've had so many people within the Diamond Ham fam that have completed 75 hard, that got inspired, that saw it, and now are living entirely brand new lives. I am so grateful and fired up to have the people around me that I don't have to say, when's it going to be you? When's going to be your time? I am so grateful that we have people that tune into this show and they get fired up, they get juiced up, and then they just don't go and fall back into their same patterns of life. They go figure out how to start that business. They figure out how to make that social media impact. They figure out how to start making the change in their local community, whatever it is. I've seen it with my own eyes, but I've also seen people who come around here, say everything, this, that, and the third, they're all about it. And then when the going gets tough, it takes time to lace up those boots, to really start putting in the work, to go to battle, to get in combat. They go right back home. They unlace those boots. They're done. They don't want no more of that shit. Those aren't the people that I need around me. So when's it going to be? When's it going to be? You keep looking in the mirror at those love handles, knowing you should go to the gym, you would go to the gym, you could go to the gym, but you just don't. Oh, I ain't got enough time. I can't make it happen. Bullshit. Bullshit. I guarantee you can make it happen. 150% you can make it happen. You just have to choose to want to make it happen. And as Andy said, it's not about losing 20 pounds. It's not about hitting some New Year's resolution. It's about becoming the best version of you. Being somebody who doesn't take no for an answer. Being somebody who will go where others won't go. A super soldier, a 1%er, somebody who is willing to stand and say, here I am, send me. And that's what we need in this life. There's too many 99%ers that when the door starts knocking, they say, is somebody going to get that? Somebody answer that for me? Instead of just standing up, lacing up the shoes, answering the door, and regardless of who is at it and what circumstance or opportunity they got, they continue just to go forward. Tell you what, it's what we got around here at the Diamond Hand Fam, and you're going to start seeing a lot of these people who have been working in the dark start shining in the bright lights. Shout out to Diamond Hand Fam. Shout out Andy Frisella. Great stuff. When's it going to be? Your second segment of the your second clip of the second segment of this fine morning show. Talk about a tongue twister. Features another young man who I am a big fan of. Big fan of his music. And he is the late great, the one, the only, Mr. Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, that's right. Still bang his jams to this day. Man, he had some perspective and knowledge and insights like nobody else in the game, baby. So here this morning, Nipsey Hussle joining us to give us a little perspective on you lay in the bed you make.
In the bed you make, you're not going to get away with nothing in terms of the energy. You know what I mean? You might beat the camera or the police. They might not catch you for what you're doing, but the energy is always going to return to you. So when you just living in this cycle of being negative all day and just putting out negativity and that's the only energy you putting out, it's going to return to you in a different form than you put it out in. So I would just say, master your energy. Do your best to master your energy and what you put out, and unless that's what you want, because you entitled to whatever you want to create, whatever experience you want to create for yourself. But if you're tired of that, adjust the energy. As best you can. Adjust what you wake up thinking and what you say. And then lastly, what you do.
Adjust the energy, man. Adjust the energy. Move your energy. We talk about it all the time. Energy, frequency, and vibrations. How do you adjust your energy? How do you master your energy? It starts with frequency. It starts with the things you frequently see that set your frequency. What do you watch? What do you read? What do you listen to? Who do you surround yourself? And how do you speak to yourself? Those 5 big things from chop wood, carry water are what set your frequency. And your frequency and the things you frequently see and how you stack them up are going to lead to your vibration. And how you're vibrating in this life and how you're vibrating positively or negatively. And the more you vibrate in that area becomes your energy. And that energy becomes your entire life and it bleeds out. People can feel it when they walk into a room. Anybody ever told you, wow, you're like beaming when you walked into a room. People say that to me all the time because my energy is on 1,000,000. It's always on 10. My frequency is always on tap because my 4 or 5 things are always being checked off. I'm always making sure my frequency is straight. So when I vibrate, I'm up in the good vibrations and not down here in those dense, shitty vibrations, sludging my way through life. Thanks for noticing me like a damn Eeyore. I'm bouncing in the loose, easy, smooth frequencies. I'm bouncing around like a Tigger. I'm vibrating amazingly. That way my energy is good. So then I can put that all out into the world, and then inevitably that energy comes back to me. And maybe some days I still get my frequency right, but maybe I don't feel all that good. Maybe my vibrations aren't that solid. Maybe I'm vibrating a little weird. Maybe I see something, gets my frequency a little off. Whatever it is, but I put out so much good energy, then that energy is eventually going to come back to me. And the day that I need it, the day I need a little oomph, somebody's going to be right there for me. But if I don't keep my frequency straight, I don't get vibrating in the right zone, and my energy's not where I need it to be, then my life's not going to be what I need it to be. That's what Nipsey's talking about right there. Master your energy. And it comes down to that: energy, frequency, and vibrations. And if you can master those 3 things, I'm telling you, you will start to live a positive, fulfilled life. I cannot stand nowadays. It is 2025, and we have people still saying, "Hey, man, how's it going?" "Oh, I'm fine." "Hey, man, what's up with you?" "Oh, I'm doing okay. Just another day." It is 2025, and we're still answering, "Oh, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm just doing okay. I'm making it through life." You don't have more joy and gusto for life than that? You're not more excited that you opened 2 gifts and you're sucking down the breath of life today? That you got another opportunity, that you're in this moment right now? Life is so bad, your past has been that terrible, and your future is that potentially tumultuous that you can't be happy in this present moment? What are we talking about, John? The hell am I saying, Sally? This doesn't even make sense. Come on now. You lay in the bed you make. So I'm going to start making it with satin sheets that allow me to feel real good and let others to see how good I'm feeling. Who's to say, who's to know? I don't know what I said right there. That was a blackout moment. Shout out Nipsey Hussle. You lay in the bed you make. 3rd clip of the day, my friends, features another amazing humming being. This time a young lady. And this young lady is here this morning to join us and give us some high quality perspective on some things that we talk about quite often. You know, I love bringing these clips in when it just brings it all full circle on some things we've talked about before. So without further ado, let me welcome in to the show the one and only Vanessa Van Edwards, VVE, here to give us some perspective on why we should pick the right 5 people.
So this study blew my mind. It's 58,000 working hours, over 11 different companies. So a huge amount of data. They wanted to know if low performers infect the people around them and if high performers infect the people around them. What they found was if you sit within 25 feet of a high performer, your own performance improves by 15%. Here's the kicker. If you sit within 25 feet of a low performer, your own performance decreases by 30%. This means that our negative emotions are more contagious, that if you're around people who are low performers, whatever that means to you, who have negative cues, who are feeling anxious or tired or low confident, you could catch those cues and that affects your own performance. This is why it is incredibly critical to invest in the 5 people who you spend the most time with. You want to make sure those 5 people are the cues you want to catch. Do you like the cues they're sending? Do they give you the right motivation, feelings? Do they make you feel liked? Do they make you a better version of yourself?
Are they giving you the right cues? Woo-wee! When you get around those people, those 5 people, do they fire you up? They get you passionate. They make you start thinking about business and investments and the next right thing. My 4 or 5 people do. I guarantee you that. Me, Swirl Motion, and D's get together on a Sunday, do a little brunch. There ain't no telling what might come through on the wavelengths. There ain't no telling what we might come up with. You throw Baby O and Glue in there too. Holy shit, it's a doggone takeover. It's the Chicago Get Down. I'm telling you what, that's the type of people that I have around me that fire me up, that get me going. Don't say, whoa, you're getting a little ahead of your skis. Cart in front of the horse, man. Whoa, slow down. Be easy. Ah. Well, hey, how can we do that? What can I do to help? How can I push that forward? What do we got to do? What do you think about this? Whoa, this would be a great idea. Throwing me more constant shit, helping the gears continue to turn. It's so crazy how when you just get surrounded by people who are doing the right thing. And that's why I say you don't have to have much to be around this. To be around the Diamond Hand fam, you ain't got to be a millionaire. You just got to be up to something. You just got to be getting that 1% better. And then maybe you come in a little knuckles dragging. Maybe you're not in the best part of life, but then you start seeing, and inevitably it just starts wearing off. I've seen so many people come into the Diamond Hand fam, knuckles dragging, and then they just see the energy and the vibes and everybody we got around, and this person's working on this and that person's working on that. And it's just this whole flourishing ecosystem. And they say, well, how the hell can I drag my knuckles? How the hell can I just come in here and not bring the same energy and not do the same things and not level my life up? And then we have something like the J&J Weekend Getaway, and then they all show up, and instead of being nervous and barely shaking hands and standing over in the corner, they come out shining bright. What's up, baby? Everybody's all excited and fired up. And that's the energy we bring. That to go back to master your energy, we have mastered our energy. We allow others to see that. They're beginning to master theirs. And then when we show up as a full group together out live in prime time, it is impossible for people not to see our energy. It is impossible for people not to say, who are those people? You know, you go out on a town on a Saturday night and you see corporate events, but you don't ever really go, who are those people? You go, yeah, corporate, whatever, corporate schmucks, fuck them assholes. You don't ever look and go, I want to know about them. When have you ever gone up to one of those events and started asking them questions? We got that shit happening all the time at the J&J Weekend Getaway. People want to know what we're about, what we're doing, what's happening. Why are these vibes? Why are these hodgepodge of all these different colors and ages and groups, and you all seem to be getting together and nobody's arguing? There's no drama. What's going on? It is amazing. And I tell you what, it's because we continue to bring in the right 5 people. And that one person brings in their good 5 and their good 5. And it is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Shout out to Diamond Hand fam again. I've been talking about you guys this morning. Shit. There's your 3rd clip of the day. How about your 4th and final clip of your reaction refinery? This one, my friends, comes from a pod that we are a big fans of around this program. It is called the Modern Wisdom Podcast. If you don't know, you won't know. It is hosted by the one and only Chris Williamson. And this past week, he had on a high-level, thought-provoking fella who goes by the name of Alain de Botton. And Alain, whoo-wee, if you didn't watch that podcast, you go watch it. Banger. I'll drop it in the gateway, too. Make myself a note of that. Gateway. G-A gateway. Bam. Boom. Drop it in the gateway, too. However, we're going to a specific part in the podcast where Alain gives us some banger perspective off of some quotes from some amazing human beings in the past, and he ties it all together in some truth about life.
Sayings by the Stoic philosopher Seneca. He goes, what need is there to weep over parts of life? He says the whole of it calls for tears. And everyone who hears that sort of gets a smile on their face. And you think the guy wasn't trying to tell a joke. He wasn't trying to make it funny. He was just trying to be bleak and say it how it is. And then it makes us smile out of relief. And the relief is, phew, it's not just me. Arthur Schopenhauer, another great pessimistic German philosopher, said, today it is bad, tomorrow it will be worse, until the worst of all happens. Yes.
Holy shit, Deez, play that again. That was, oh, fuck, that's good.
Sayings by the Stoic philosopher Seneca. He goes, what need is there to weep over parts of life? He says, the whole of it calls for tears. And everyone who hears that sort of gets a smile on their face. And you think, the guy wasn't trying to tell a joke. He wasn't trying to make it funny. He was just trying to be bleak and say it how it is. And then it makes a smile out of relief. And the relief is, phew, it's not just me. Arthur Schopenhauer, another great pessimistic German philosopher, said, today it is bad, tomorrow it will be worse, until the worst of all happens, death.
Man, what is the point to cry over spilled milk, to cry about the dish breaking? How many times has the dish broke? How many times have you spilled milk? How many times has the shit hit the fan? There's no reason to weep over one part of life. The whole of it deserves tears. And that causes a smile because we all go through it. I love what Alain said. Whew. Wow, it's not only me. I'm not the only one that has to deal with this life. And our lives might be infinitely different. We might be dealing with infinitely opposite obstacles. My life might not look anything like yours. However, I'm dealing with it too. I'm going through the bullshit too. I'm eating the frogs too. Maybe yours are bigger than mine in some areas. Maybe mine are bigger than yours in some areas. That's what she said. Who's say, who's no. But whatever it is, we're still dealing with the bullshit. We're still going through it. Everybody deals with it. And what that German philosopher said, today is bad, tomorrow will be worse, until the worst is yet to come. It's to go back to things that Andy says, it's the 90%, 8%, 2%. 90% of the time, you are going to feel like giving up, like shit is terrible. Why did I even start this? This is the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. 8% of the time, you're going to think, yeah, we kind of got it figured out, but I'm feeling like an imitator, an imposter. I don't really think I can do this. I don't know. And then 2% of the time, you got it figured out. Boy, oh boy, we made it. Yeah, buddy. But that's why it's 2%, because then that 90% comes right back around, and inevitably the worst is going to happen again. Inevitably, obstacles are going to come up. Inevitably, trials and tribulations are going to arise. What do you do with them? Do you run and cower? Do you turn them into triumphs? Do you turn them into opportunities? What do? We know the truth about life. The truth about life is it's not easy for anybody. It's heavy. It's filled with weight. As I said at the beginning of the show, I want to help you try to remove some of the weight out of your life, not try to get you to throw some money in an offering plate. I want to create real change in your life. And now that you know this, now that you know the truth that we all deal with the shit, what can't you get through? What can't you survive? And if you go back to the beginning of the show too, if you hang on to the one that's put you here, him, you can make it through anything. What can man do to you? No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Who's to say, who's to know? Your 4 clips of the second segment of the show, my friends. The Truth About Life. Shout out Alain Desbotons and Chris Williamson. Pick the right 5 people. Vanessa Van Edwards, You Lay in the Bed You Make, Nipsey Hussle, and When's It Gonna Be? The legendary Andy Frisella. Shout out to all you amazing humming beings. Great perspective. Got me fired up. Hope you amazing humming beings got more thoughts, more insights, and filled up that notebook with good stuff to come back to throughout your day. But my friends, without any further hesitation or delay, it's time to get into your third and final segment of the day. It's time to connect with you, the live viewer, baby. So if you've had something burning on the brain, melting on the heart, festering on the soul over the course of this morning's program, maybe some additional perspective, maybe a little bit of knowledge, maybe a question in regards to something that I talked about, maybe a question in regards to something you're going through in your life, maybe an obstacle, and you'd like a little thoughts from me on how to turn it into an opportunity. Whatever it might be, drop it over there in the live chat. And after this brief transition, we'll dive into that aforementioned chat. We'll pop up on the screen and we'll start throwing in bad boys out one at a time. Nah, man. As we get into your third and final segment of the day, it's time for your Answers from the Anvil. Okie dokie artichokes, here we are once again, back live in prime time on episode 671 of Forge and Fuel on this terrific Tuesday morning, February the 18th, 2025. Hope you've been coming alive. I've seen that chat live and popping, and that must mean it's time for the Answers from the Anvil, your third and final segment of the day, where we connect with you, the live viewer, baby. So, D-E-E-Z-Y. Shift me up on the screen, my guy. Who we got out there this morning? Get a little sip of Java. Some of Java back there. Huh? Anthony! Delta 24, GM, Rise and Shine, F&F peeps. Peeps, great morning, Anthony. Always great to see you live in prime time in the chat. Hope you're starting to feel better over there. Chris Aswomala! Great morning, everyone. Have a spectacular day, Diamond Hand fam. Right back at you, Chris Aswomala. Hope you're having a solid start to the day on the Pacific Coast, baby. Mrs. Metal, one half of the Metal Crazies. Her usual morning reminder. Great morning. Today's reminder, some people will go to great lengths to provoke you, hoping you'll act out of character to fit their narrative about you. Stay calm and wise and don't give them the satisfaction. Ooh, great perspective, Mrs. Metal. Love that thought. 150%. Angel SD, Mr. Peguero, great morning, F&F crew. Great morning to you, good sir. Hope you're having a solid start to the day there in the Pacific Coast, baby. Who else we got out there, D's? The beautiful Bella Rossi. Great morning, Mama Snow. Fantastic morning, everyone. Stay warm. It's negative 11 degrees here today. We got negative 6 right now. Awesome. Oh, that's just, that is great. I hadn't even looked. That is awesome. I am so excited about that. Wow. I'm glad I decided to go out and run some errands today. That is awesome. Woohoo! Got a lot of fun to do after this show. Crypto Savage, let's get it, ladies and gents. Shout out to you, Crypto Savage. Appreciate you being live in prime time, my guy. Always great seeing you in the building. Who else we got out there? Nick's Travel Vlogs. Great morning, Nick. How you doing? Shout out to you, my guy. Hope you're having a solid start to the day. Hashtag F&F crew. Appreciate you. Kim Jones, Mama Cap, needed this message today. Thank you for the reminder of the present moment. My pleasure, Mama Cap. Hopefully you and many others tuning in this morning needed it. I'm glad that you got it. Shout out to you, Mama Bear. Shane Harper, a.k.a. Emotion. I had to learn the difference between who was in my corner and who was in my business. Ooh-wee! Ooh, I saw that comment come through. That is what I thought in my mind. Oh, damn! Oh, that is straight fire flame heat. The people in your corner, are they pushing you forward, or is it just people who want to know what you're doing? Say, I don't know, man. I don't know. A little too much, man. You're getting in front of your skis. You might want to relax, man. Ooh, I like that. That's a quote of the day right there. Shout out Motion. Who else we got? Albright's Fur Farm, the legendary Jared Albright. Can't stop, won't stop. Stay blessed, fam. Only positive vibes up in here. Can you handle the light? Damn straight. Shining so bright, they don't know what time of day it is when we come around, baby. Shout out, Mr. Albright. We appreciate the hell out of you. G. Lou, GM, fellas. Great morning to you, G. Lou and Mrs. G. Lou. We hope you're having a solid start to the day down there in AR, baby. Shout out to all you beautiful humming beings. Live in prime time in the chat. Thanks for your perspectives, your thoughts, saying hi, how you doing, GM, great morning, whatever it might be. Thanks for helping this third and final segment of the day continue to flow, baby. But, my friends, that's all 3 sections. 3 segments, not sections, 3 segments here this morning. A little off without my co-host of the morning. You know, he's on a tin can right now, and I don't know what to do with my hands. It's a little weird not having Swirl One around on Forge and Fuel. You know what I'm saying? So, I can't kick it over to him. I can't let him give you any final thoughts or closing perspectives or reminders, so I just got to give you some reminders right here. It is an open evening. No other shows or anything going on within the Diamond Ham fam or anything we promote. But, as always, we do have the gateway, and there's always plenty going on in there. So if you'd like to become a full-time member of the Diamond Ham fam and start your journey today, hop in 7 days for free so you can check it all before you lock down with the fam, baby. Who's to say, who's to know what you might need a little help with? Or maybe you could just be the help that somebody in the fam needs, and you didn't even know it. Who's to say, who's to know? We look forward to seeing you in the gateway. Also, If you'd like to rep a little swag from this show, maybe from our winter collection, we got a nice winter collection rocking out there right now because it is cold as shit. If you want to stay warm as well as styled up in some diamond hand swag, you can check out Mine and Shine Apparel, our latest gear. There will be a new drop coming out sometime soon. Not exactly sure when, but keep your eyes peeled for that. And if you're looking for the links for the gateway for Mine and Shine Apparel, or maybe our website or something else pertinent to the Diamond Hand Media Group, you can find it all down here in this episode's description, all of those links right down there. And while you're laughing looking at those links, maybe you could hit a subscribe, turn on a notification bell, like this show if you enjoyed it this morning. Maybe share it out. Don't be a hoe. Let somebody know. Maybe if you see a clip from it, you could repost it on your timeline. Make your own clip from the show, but just tag us, don't you know, and we'll put it out on our timeline. Maybe give us a follow, leave us a 5-star rating, hop in the gateway, buy some merch, do whatever you got to do. Just honestly, what I'm trying to ask you right now is to smash the shit out of whatever buttons and links you might see on your screen, as it only helps us continue to grow and flow, bring this show to you every single morning, and make it bigger and better alongside every single show that falls under the Diamond Hand Media Group umbrella for each and every one of you. But my friends, that's all I got coming your way. Nothing else to bring to you here this morning. Hope you enjoyed Keep Me in the Moment. Hope those additional clips got you fired up. Hope you got the vibes you need to get out there in this world and start turning some obstacles into opportunities. We hope we set that frequency right for you so those vibrations can trickle into that energy and you can just go out there beaming left, right, and center in this wide world today. My friends, it's time to officially do that and turn that open sign to close, but not before we remind you of 3 key and critical things. Number 1, even a 2-year-old can make an excuse. Number 2, even a dead fish can go with the flow. And number 3, being that this here show is a member of the Diamond Hand Media Group, I ask you keep in mind at DHMG, we don't only HOLD, we hold each other up. And right now is one hell of a time to flex those diamond hands. Shout out to each and every one of you flexing those diamond hands on a day in and day out, night in and night out basis. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thanks for spending your day here, starting your day here at Forge and Fuel, getting it cracking the right way. Can't thank you enough for investing your most important assets here with us, your time and your attention. Well, you could have invested $1,000,001 other ways, and the fact that you invested it here, we are forever grateful. We'll continue to pay back that investment to you, give you some high-quality ROI by showing up each and every day on the consistent, persistent pursuit of our passions and being right by your side while you pursue yours. Can't thank you enough for being the super soldiers, the 1%, setting the precedent that we want to see not only on X, on YouTube, on Rumble, but in this entire wide world. Can't thank you enough for being the change, being the difference out there on those mean streets. But for now, my friends, we also ask you to remember that you are kind, you are smart, you are important, and you are loved. Go spread some of this energy with those people out there today. Hold the dough, smile, shine so bright they don't know what time of day it is when you're around. Let them know you're part of that Diamond Hand fam. We appreciate the hell out of each and every one of you. Thanks for starting your day the right way here at episode 671 of Forge and Fuel, baby. That is officially a wrap. Paper or plastic, put a bow on that summer beach. As James Brown once said, it's time to get on up and get on out now. But not before we officially bid thee adieu. And we say unto you, peace and love.